The Faceless Procession. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Learning Nor Teaching. This is my channel where I practice English by telling personal stories, childhood memories, and things that really interest me. Today, I want to share one of the stories my uncle used to tell us when I was a kid. It's a story that always gave us chills, and I still remember it clearly. My uncle used to gather uh, us at night in the countryside and tell us scary stories. One of the most unfor- unforgettable, unforgettable once was about two travels, walking through the fields. Night fell before they could reach their destination, and they still had a long way to go. Uh, there were no houses, no people, no even animals, only open fields and darkness to protect themselves from the cold and the wine. They took shelter in a cave. They gathered dry um, branches, um, made a place to lie down and settle in. It was a holy week, and according to the belief, beliefs of that time, do weren't supposed to travel, work, or do anything. People said that during those days, God dies and no one is protected from evil. But they travelers had no other choice. So they kept going, even uh, so they knew the risks. That night, they saw something strange from the entrance of the cave. Two columns of lights were coming down the uh, path. At first, they thought it was just people carrying uh, lanterns, but it wasn't. It was nothing normal. It was a battalion of hooded human figures, all um, dressed in black robes. They uh, march in complete silence. In one hand, they seemed to hold candles lighting uh, the way, but something felt wrong. Behind them, in the center of the procession, they uh, seemed to be carrying a religion figure, maybe a scarred image or a coffin. The darkness made it hard to see. The scariest part was when they pot brought them very close to the cave. The travelers hid behind some rocks, trying not to move. But as the figures passed by, they noticed something horrifying. They had no faces. Where their faces should have been, there was only a deep black shadow, um, an empty void under the hood. And the worst part, the candles were not candles, they were human bones. And from each bone, fire came out like a burning torch, lighting up the night. The silent procession continued walking and slowly disappeared into the darkness. The next morning, the travelers went down to the path. Uh, they want to make sure it wasn't their imagination, that someone really passed through that route. But to their surprise, there were not footprints, not a single mark on the ground, nothing that anyone had walked throughout there, through there. That was one of the stories my uncle told us the most. Uh, we heard it many times, and each time it scared us just like the first. I don't know if he made it up, if someone else told it to him. But since I was 6 years old, that story has stayed in my mind. If you notice any mistakes in my English, please let me know in the comments so I can learn and improve. This channel is all about practicing, making mistakes, and getting better. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.